Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Ann and I've been self-converting a school bus into a mobile tattoo and art studio in the front and a tiny home in the rear. We are in my shower right now and this is going to be part 2 of installing the mini split to try to get my air conditioner going. So if you saw last Sunday's video, you know we went ahead and got all the lines ran. We didn't have a long enough communication wire, so that's what one of the things we're gonna be doing in this video, connecting that, and then making sure there's no leaks in the lines at all, so checking that pressure. After that, everything looks good, then we're gonna go ahead and release the refrigerant. So let's get to it. Alright, what are we looking at? Alright, so what are we looking for?
We're going to throw some pressure in it and see if it drops any or leaks before we add refrigerant.
So you can just tell by the pressure if there's any leaks or anything, right?
Yeah, once it starts dropping, not like, so we had some that'll be 444, 305, 196, 176, 166, 164. That's not pressure dropping, that's just equalizing. And then once it finally equalizes, that's when you'll see droppage.
Okay. It's just checking for the leaks. Yeah. Just coming from. Yeah. So we found a small leak right here, and we're gonna tighten that up. Yeah.
So I'll just go ahead and tighten both sides.
Yeah, just to be sure.
Got another crescent wrench in here.
Oh. Let me look.
What channel?
Well, I don't even know what that was, but I'm sure it's fine. All right, so take 2 on checking the pressure. The pressurized for the one in the front, totally good. And he's getting ready to pressurize this again just to make sure there's no leaks back here. We tighten that up nice.
Hey, we're all good.
Oh, I didn't have a recording for all that. It could be in the blooper reel. Seems like maybe it's just the... No, yours isn't moving, huh? Ow! I just pinched it and pushed it back on. Okay. Couple zip ties. We're back up here on the bus, getting ready to pressurize the lines. Let's put this refrigerant through. Oh yeah, you can hear it.
Nope.
So you just loosen it all the way.
Yep.
All right, here's the moment of truth. We are about to turn on the breaker and then power it up. And this is what we're looking at here. So right now we're at 13.8 volts. Let's turn this on. For some reason the inverter tripped. So we're just going to do a reset on the inverter, and then I'm going to try it again. So, just a second. Let's see, so we turned all of these off. Main breaker off, and then we'll turn this off. Reset this. We'll just reset everything. Okay. Now, this one's on. Still good. And then we're just going to skip down straight to this one. Oh, by George! By George! I saw it light up. There it went. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude. It's blown up. Oh my god. It moved. I'm like, is it doing stuff? Oh, there's air.
I don't know if this one has a delay on it or not. Sometimes it'll have a delay. We cut it on, then it'll turn the fan on, and then the outdoor unit will come on.
Oh, okay.
Because right now it's reading 85 degrees.
Alright. So we'll check back here in a minute. We'll give it a few minutes and see, but yeah, so right now about 4 amps. Hello. Good morning, everyone. That's right, it's morning. So, I couldn't even record last night after, so, we got really excited because the unit up front here turned on. So the next thing was just waiting for the outdoor unit to turn on. And so we went out there and stood out there for like, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, and it didn't turn on. Alright, I'm going to summarize because I tended to go on a little tangent sometimes when I'm doing these videos. So I'm going to summarize some of what I said instead of putting the whole rant on here. And that is, I have a Renogy 2000 watt inverter. In the description, which I'll post up here, it says 12 volt to 120 volt AC in the description. So that's what I ordered, assuming that it would put out 120 AC. And it's hardwired to my AC power fuse box, you know. So when we tested that, it actually was only putting out 160 volts. So it ended up giving us an error message. So obviously, I think the most it put out was 117. So even though it says 120, that's not what it actually puts out. And what I noticed that I, for some reason, didn't pay attention to before, because I was going by just the description, didn't even look at the freaking inverter. Because I looked down at the inverter, and in small print at the bottom, it actually says 12 volt to 110 volt AC. So I guess what they're saying is, like, supposedly it should get up to 120, but it doesn't. It gets to 116. And if you have a bigger appliance, like an air conditioner or something, that you need to do 120, I'm just going to advise that you don't do it through them, because it's not going to work. It's not going to push it. I checked at the 3000, the Renogy 3000 as well, and it says the same thing in the description, but when I zoom in on the photo, it says 12 volt to 110 volt, even on the 3000 watt from Renogy. So that being said, I'm doing research right now to try to find a inverter that puts out 120 volts for sure, as well as it needs to put out 30 amp, because if I plug up shore power through the inverter and want to be able to use my air conditioner, it still has to be able to put out 30 amps, and not all of them do that. So that's going to involve a lot of research to find my best option for that, and going through a lot of the reviews to see who has used it and how much power they're getting out of it before I even bother purchasing it. So I will make sure to let you all know when I update that, so that if you're also interested in running your mini splits on solar, you'll know what you need to do, and it'll be a lot less work for you. Even though I would love to run the air conditioner on solar, which I will eventually do, for right now, considering it's August, I think my best bet right now is to go ahead and order all the stuff to do the RV plug for shore power, and go ahead and just plug in for the mini split. Everything else, plenty of power to run off of my solar and everything. It's not an issue. The inverter works fine for everything else. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, order that, and so hopefully next week there's good news where I have the shore power for the mini split going and everything. Tomorrow is supposed to be the last thing coming in that I need for that, so I look forward to that for sure. Hopefully it all goes well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this week's video. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Thanks to my Patreon members. If you're interested in becoming a patron member, or you know, helping me out, following me on any other social medias, all the links are in the description below. Feel free to check out any of those. And I love you guys. Thanks so much. Take care. Have a great week, and I'm gonna see you next Sunday. Is that? Maybe that's good. I don't know.